Let's talk about the word legacy. You know what legacy is, right? It's when you're sitting at the Cracker Barrel in one of those rocking chairs on the front porch, and you're 75 years old, 80 years old, and you're rocking away with some of your cronies, some of your buddies, or you're grabbing coffee at McDonald's for your Monday morning coffee club, and you reflect back and and talk about things. And some of them are fun stories. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But you've ran out of time, maybe even physically, maybe even mentally, to be able to make the type of impact that you can make today on your legacy. Legacy is not something that we look backwards to and examine. It's something that we are in today that we look forward to do. We look forward that's going to happen. What is going to be your legacy? Would you like it to be? Because guess what? You control that. What do you want that to be? Do you want it to be where you were known as a man or a woman that showed their love for their spouse, that was there for their kids when they needed them? Not the guy or the lady that had provided all of these fancy trips and expensive cars and all that kind of stuff. And look, there's nothing wrong with taking your kids and family on a trip. But that's not what they always need, is it? How many families do you know where the kids have all those sort of things, or the spouse has all the toys, and they're miserable? Hopefully that's not you. Now, legacy is what we do today to leave our mark, to leave our impact to others in our world, whether that's our family or whether that's our neighbors or people in our community or around the world. I look at it this way. If you take a rock and you throw it into a pond, what happens? Well, besides that it hits the pond and it sinks, it makes ripples, doesn't it? And those ripples seem to go on and on forever. By your one action, you created an impact that has ripples that goes to places that you will never know, you will never see, you will never touch or talk about. That's the kind of legacy that I think is important. How you impact your world is what's important. And so, what is that legacy for you? Are you happy with it? Or is that something you kind of think about, well, that's for later. That's when I'm sitting in the Cracker Barrel. I'm going to kick that can down the road. I don't have time to think about that right now. Well, that should tell you something, shouldn't it? You don't have time to think about how you're going to be looked at and how you're going to impact others. By the time you get there, maybe too late. Maybe that's something that we can talk about, have a discussion. If it is, I'd love to talk with you. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day.